sexy side.
From breaking headlines to backroom whisper.
From hot and fresh, happy Monday. I'm Monique Tuzon.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
And I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish, and I'm glad Monique
She is back. And guess what?
Breaking news.
Show it. Show it.
Bilyonaryo single came back.
Engaged. Tab, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Congratulations.
back. Okay, Mai's gonna start crying.
She cried, Kadina. I was crying in the makeup room, and when she was telling me about the proposal and what Tam said.
Yeah, there you go.
Ayan.
Nice. There. Isn't it gorgeous? Tan, you did very well.
Very
I put lotion on my hands, so
Yes.
Love it. Gorgeous
hand
ring.
commercial. Thank you.
We're so happy for you, my dear.
I know. Thank you to everybody who's greeted me. I even made weekend agenda.
Yeah. You're famous.
I didn't even see it. My mom sent it. She's like, "Oh, you made the news." So thank you everybody for all the love and well wishes. I super appreciate it. Now Ferdi's gonna plan our wedding.
Yeah. But before planning our wedding,
The
what's
designated wedding planner.
what's going on with
So many
Senator
things
Lacson?
We're monitoring today. Senator Panfilo Lacson is now urging former House Speaker Martin Romualdez to voluntarily attend the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, which will resume on November 14.
Yeah. There's a lot of calls. I mean, I've been hearing, obviously, grumbling among, our fellow citizens, and they're asking, why is it taking forever?
Yes.
Why hasn't anybody, gone to jail, basically, for what's happening? So,
And there's even a countdown.
There's a
as
countdown.
to ilang araw na wala pa ring nakukulong.
Right.
Yeah, so we hope that, that the process is expedited with a correct and lawful manner.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, because people need to be held accountable. So
Yes.
hopefully, it'll
And
be fast.
Mai has been obsessed with the two people in the world.
Oh, yes. They're going to be our guests today.
No, not those two people.
Which ones?
She's been obsessed with Katy Perry and former Prime Minister
yes, I've
Justin
been-
Trudeau.
I've been sending in the group
Who are you
chat.
talking about?
Yes, in the group chat, I've been sending. We have to have this story today because Katy Perry and the former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau have been spotted, and they've been
They
out.
confirmed it.
They've been out
Yeah.
already, confirmed their relationship because they went holding hands after a date night in Paris.
For Katie's 45th birthday or 54th
Oh,
birthday.
so,
45th.
was that a hard launch right there?
I guess so.
Was it on her
because
social?
No, it's
all
super
the
hard launch,
paparazzi were there,
They really
and then they were
walked out
holding
hand in hand.
hands.
Yeah.
They're so cute together, actually.
Well, we wish them all of the best because hey, everybody deserves to be happy.
Like you.
Wow.
Now we're looking for Ferdi's
Yes.
Yes, well, speaking of your other two favorite
other people
that
I'm
we've
obsessed
been
with
dying
because
to get on the show.
I've been binging their podcast.
Same.
Yes.
And they've invited us to go on their podcast.
Yeah,
So
oh my God,
exciting.
I'm so excited. So we have Belle and Ava Daza
Woo-woo!
with us
Yay!
today. I can't wait to talk to them about everything and anything. Well, not anything. We'll save that for the podcast.
Yes.
But stay tuned.
I've been such a fan because they've been outspoken about body positivity and your sexual
Health.
This is something you need to really listen to.
Yes.
Those stories coming up, but first, the headlines.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. My daily dish. My daily dish.
In today's headlines, the Public Works Department validating projects worth billions of pesos under former DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan. Meanwhile, former Ombudsman Samuel Martirez defends his decision to reverse a dismissal order against then Sibac Party List Representative Joel Villanueva. Love is in the air. Pop superstar Katy Perry and former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau seems to have confirmed their relationship after a date night in Paris. And this sister act is changing the conversation one podcast at a time. Belle and Ava Daza of the Sexy Time podcast will join us live. We begin with the Department of Public Works and Highways decision to validate all projects prepared under former Secretary Manuel Bonoan. Let's now go live with Hannah T for the details. Hi Hannah, what did the agency find out so far?
The new DPWH leadership is working to clean up the 2026 proposed budget as senators flag a few projects that are possibly duplicate or questionable. DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon admitted that the budget was prepared under the previous administration of former Secretary Manuel Bonoan, and his team is now validating and justifying flagged entries. So far, 798 out of 946 projects worth 11.66 billion pesos have been cleared. But senators warned that duplicate entries must be removed if not fully justified. Dizon presented examples of projects from Kalinga, NCR, Ilocos, Antique, and Bukidnon where budget allocations were repeated even as works were still ongoing or nearly completed. He said geotagged and date photos will now be required to avoid double funding and ensure transparency. Senate Finance Committee Chair Win Gatchalian gave the DPWH until Friday to submit its final validation. Otherwise, those projects will be deleted from the 2026 General Appropriations Act or GAA. Senator Erwin Tulfo raised concerns about reblocking, a common practice where roads are repeatedly torn up and funded again. Dizon confirmed this and said all reblocking activities were earlier suspended nationwide last October 7 until new rules are issued. Clear guidelines will define when reblocking is allowed to prevent abuse, and he also agreed to a pre-audit process with a commission on audit to close loopholes. Meanwhile, Senator Loren Legarda also thanked President Bongbong Marcos and Secretary Dizon for heeding the clamor to fix the system. This after President Bongbong Marcos ordered the DPWH to cut standard costs of construction materials by up to 50% to fight overpricing, a move expected to save 30 to 45 billion pesos. Senator Legarda says this is a significant step to restore public trust. Lawmakers now urge more transparency, especially on party list allocations, including names of contractors and politicians involved. And Dizon said this is now being investigated by the ICI or the Independent Commission for Infrastructure. Mai?
Hana, paano naman yung mga generic entry na project sa DPWH budget?
That's also being investigated by the DPWH. Actually, that's part of the flagged projects dun nga sa kanilang pondo na una nang ni-raise ni Senator Win Gatchalian last week. And sabi nga ni Gatchalian, dapat mas specific na yung line items ngayon sa national budget kasi if we can recall, dun sa 2025 GAA, may pagka-generic or hindi actually, most of the projects are generic, kumbaga walang station numbers at wala ring exact locations. Ngayon, ito na yung pinipigilan ng DPWH under Dizon's term na mangyari para maiwasan na nga yung questionable projects na nagli-lead sa corruption. Back to you, Mai.
Really hoping they will clean this up. Thank you, Hanati, reporting to us live from the Senate. Senate President Pro Tempore Panfilo Lacson urges former House Speaker Martin Romualdez to voluntarily attend the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing on November 14. Lacson tells BNC's Agenda Weekend this will give Romualdez the chance to directly address allegations on supposed cash deliveries to his house made by surprise witness Orly Gutesa in relation to the flood control scandal. The former speaker refuted the allegations, claiming that house was still under construction during the period mentioned.
Dahil may pahayag naman sila, yung kanyang kampo, na may problema yung sinasabing nag-deliver sa kanyang bahay, na sinasabing under construction, mas mainam na if I can appeal or request Speaker Romualdez, magkusang loob na lang siyang pumunta doon, bibigyan siya ng pagkakataon para ipagtanggol yung kanyang sarili doon sa salaysay na binitiwan ni Technical Sergeant Gutesa.
On calls to cancel the passport of former Representative Zaldi Co, who's also being linked to the corruption controversy, Lacson says the Ombudsman or the Department of Justice or the DPWH may already petition the court to do this. Former Ombudsman Samuel Martirez says he didn't want to take sides when he decided not to publish the resolution that reversed the dismissal order against Senator Joel Villanueva. On BNC's The Spokes, Martirez says he wasn't familiar with then Sibak Party List representative when the resolution was signed. He also claims it's only now that his decision back then is gaining attention.
If I publish it, if I talk about it, sasabihin ng tao, kinakatigan ko si Joel Villanueva. Okay? Kinakampihan ko si Joel Villanueva. At the time I signed, I approved that resolution,
Yes.
granting the motion for reconsideration, hindi ko kilala si Joel Villanueva. The first time I met him was in the Senate during the budget hearing. I don't know Joel Villanueva. Kaya lang, pag binigyan ng kulay, di ba? In mas sistema ngayon, yung secret decision, binigyan ng kulay eh.
Martirez also addressed criticisms that his decision was apparently meant to divert attention from the flood control scandal.
Didn't you notice that I am now the flavor of the month? And the flavor of the month before was flood control projects, ghost projects. Nakalimutan na natin yon. The flavor of the month was the trillion peso march. Nakalimutan na ng tao.
Former Senate President Franklin Drilon says the ombudsman has no power to dismiss elected officials in Congress. He explains that Villanueva's dismissal as a representative has no bearing after he became a senator. Drilon, however, adds that the matter should have been discussed in the Senate amid corruption allegations against Villanueva. After more than 2 months, NBI Director Jaime Santiago is making a graceful exit from the agency. He confirms Malacanang's acceptance of his resignation last August. Andrea Salve is on the line with the details. Hi, Andrea. What else did Santiago say?
Our Judge Jaime Santiago has offered his final salute to the men and women of the National Bureau of Investigation, announcing that Malacanang has officially accepted his resignation. The NBI director broke the news during what appeared to be his final flag-raising ceremony with the agency. He submitted his resignation last August, stating he would remain in office until his replacement is appointed. In a brief interview with the members of the media, Santiago said he now plans to return to private life. Before joining the NBI, Santiago served as a police officer, later became a lawyer, and eventually a Manila court judge. When asked if he would consider returning to public office if offered, he replied, and I quote, "We will cross the bridge when we get there." Malacanang has announced his replacement, and it is Assistant Director for Legal Service Angelito Magno as the new NBI chief. Mai?
Yes, Andrea, so we can already get confirmation that Lito Magno is the new NBI director?
Yes, Mai, we just received a confirmation from Malacanang that Assistant Director for Legal Service Angelito Magno is the new NBI chief. This affirms Santiago's revelation that his successor will be an insider. He earlier urged his replacement to continue the Bureau's good work and to lead its agents with utmost guidance. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you. Andrea Salvador reporting. Meanwhile, the PNP turns to technology to help improve its emergency response. Acting PNP Chief Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Nartate says they are looking at drones and data-driven systems for the initiative. This follows President Marcos's push to strengthen emergency services and to give the necessary assistance to Filipinos in need. Transport authorities inspect the largest port terminal in the country for the upcoming observance of the All Saints' Day holiday. Pierre Pastor is reporting live from Batangas City. Hi, Pierre. Is everything in order for the expected influx of travelers?
Hi, Mai. At exactly 9 a.m. earlier, DOTR Acting Secretary Giovanni Lopez and PPA General Manager Jay Santiago inspected the Batangas port here in Batangas City, the largest terminal in the country. This is in preparation for the Undas, making sure that the passengers will be safe and comfortable. Right after the inspection, Secretary Lopez says he is satisfied with what he saw today. The port is neat and beautiful with clean restrooms and spacious areas. The media also went up with the Secretary aboard a ro-ro boat bound for Mindoro Occidental, and the Secretary is satisfied with what he observed as well. As Secretary Lopez went through the ticketing office, he emphasized that DOTR is going to implement full online ticketing as mandated by PBBM. This is to avoid queues and give more convenience to passengers. Lopez said he received reports that there are still companies that have no online ticketing service yet. Marina, on the other hand, is reminded to be strict in monitoring the passengers to avoid incidents of overloading in vessels. 2.2 million passengers are expected to flock the ports under PPA all over the country this year, and the DOTR wants to assure the riding public that they are secured and safe.
Naka-heightened alert na rin po ang ating Coast Guard. Sabi nga po ni Commodore Tobilla, dadami po ang mga K9 natin. No? At yan po ay meron din kaming coordination with the local government police, with the ILG. Kasi we have to make sure, again, dalawang bagay lang po yung kaligtasan po ng ating mga kababayan and their convenience. At yan, sinabi ko din namin po sa Coast Guard na wala muna mag-leave. Lahat kami dapat dito sa panahon ng undas. At kahit naman holiday season, dapat lahat kami nakadeploy. Hindi lang po sa Pantalan, pati sa ating mga paliparan, ganun din po sa ating mga expressways.
My PPA and DOTR assures that there will be no price in fare hike and terminal price increase before the end of the year. And if there are people who will experience increase in fare, they should be reporting because this is unauthorized. Mai?
Pierre, did Secretary Lopez check other transport terminals in Batangas?
Yes, Mai. He actually proceeded to the bus terminal, the Grand Bus Terminal here, also in Batangas City, to make sure that the buses coming in and out of Batangas are also safe and convenient for the passengers. Mai?
Thank you. Pierre Pastor reporting to us live from Batangas. French police have arrested suspects in a daring jewelry heist at the Louvre. One of them was caught just before boarding a flight out of France. Reports say the two men, both in their 30s, were already known to authorities. A prosecutor, however, criticized leaks regarding the arrest that could hinder the ongoing investigation. Last week, 4 masked thieves stole royal jewels worth over $100 million. The Louvre heist shocked the world and exposed major security lapses at the world's most visited museum. Russia says it has successfully tested its nuclear-powered cruise missile, a weapon President Vladimir Putin claims can bypass any defense system. Putin also called it a unique weapon with almost unlimited range. The test, seen as a message to the West amid the war in Ukraine, signals Russia's push to deploy the missile as a response to the United States' missile defense plans. The White House has yet to comment.
The Dallas Mavericks barging into the win column in the NBA. The Mavs scored their first win of the season against the Toronto Raptors, 139-129. Anthony Davis took charge for Dallas with a double-double of 25 points and 10 rebounds. While top rookie Cooper Flagg fired up the home crowd with highlight reels like this one-handed jam to finish with 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Shifting gears to Formula One, McLaren's Lando Norris delivering the plot twist in Mexico. The British racing star dominated the Mexican Grand Prix, winning the race by nearly 30 seconds ahead. Norris also came out on top in the championship standings, snatching the lead from his McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri, who finished 5th. Lando now leads the race to the championship by 1 point. Red Bull's Max Verstappen and Mercedes driver George Russell rounded up the podium finish in Mexico.
Birthday girl Katy Perry and former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau makes their love debut with a public outing in Paris. The pair attended a cabaret show at Crazy Horse to celebrate Perry's 41st birthday, holding hands as they left the venue. Their romance rumors began in July after being seen together in Montreal and continued through multiple sightings, both fresh off high-profile splits. Perry and Trudeau look relaxed, grinning ear to ear, and clearly enjoying the Paris glow-up. Fans online are calling them pop and politics, saying they never expected the couple coming. All right, Mai. You know you love it.
I'm all for it. And I also support that they're taking their own sweet time.
I know.
Right? First, they were seen in a concert and then on a yacht and then on hard launch right now in Paris after a date night.
I know I caught you off guard, but I wanted to call you out.
No, I thought we weren't going to banter about this.
All right. So, on other news, the Miss Universe 2025 will continue as planned this November in Thailand, despite the passing of Queen Mother Sirikit. Organizers confirm adjustments will be made to honor the mourning period while keeping festivities respectful. Preparations are underway with the contestants and crew already in Thailand for the 2-week competition. The Miss Universe organization assured all activities will follow government guidelines during the observance. Representing the Philippines, Atiza Manalo is set to compete for the country's 5th Miss Universe crown.
Coming up next, they're smart, funny, and unfiltered. They're also the ones changing the conversation on sexual health and body positivity, keeping it honest, open, and all kinds of fun. Stay tuned. Belle and Ava Daza are coming right up on the Daily Dish.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. They're sisters who've grown up in the spotlight but carved out their own career paths in style, wellness, and celebrity. Now, from fashion to family life, they've built a brand of authenticity and grace.
Belle and Ava Daza joins us today to talk about sisterhood, self-care, staying grounded in the middle of it all, and they're spilling what it's really like growing up. Daza, welcome to the Daily Dish.
Thank you guys for having us. Thank you for coming. We want to talk about, first and foremost, the outfits. Because y'all came in with 2 completely different outfits.
So I was asking earlier, what's the inspiration, Belle, behind your outfit?
Mine, I'm going for the sexy librarian look.
Well, and you pulled it off.
Yes. And you,
I was going for the podcast colors. And yeah,
well,
casual.
I wanted her to wear
Very
like another
on-brand.
business look, but she just gave birth.
Yeah, so I was like, I want to find something that fits
by the
me.
way.
First and foremost.
On the second
guys,
baby,
on our second
right?
baby, yeah.
And you said it's only been 2.5 months since you gave birth.
Yes. It's
That's
been already
amazing,
2.5 months.
Yeah, she's on maternity leave, but she's doing more now that she's on maternity leave. Oh, and I'm glad you're able to guest now and you're cleared to work out. So one day we'll work out here on the show together.
Oh my God.
Yes,
right.
I'm looking forward to that. And also, what I like about the two of you, what we said in the intro, you're both very grounded. Yeah, so what has kept you, because the fans can relate to you even after growing up in a celebrity home with a Miss Universe mom, right? But you come across as very relatable.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
She's like,
oh, okay. She's like, oh, thank you. What makes us grounded? I think our family has a really specific way of keeping us humble and grounded. From traveling all together and squeezing in a small
One
hotel
hotel
room to my mom is very much conscientious of the electricity, spending,
yes.
Budget conscious,
budget
right?
conscious. She's always, telling us where money doesn't come grow on trees. So I think that's why we're grounded.
Yeah, she would never buy us anything we'd ask.
We wanted.
Like, we don't have money. So, really.
It's more of like, I think she was conscious enough not to give us everything that we want. And I remember one thing she told me when I became a mom. She said, do you know that it's actually easier to say yes than to say no? And I never
true.
understood it until I had my own kids.
Yes.
And when they ask for things like, I want a Lego, I want this, it's so easy to say, yeah, you know what, just get it. Kasi ang kulit mo eh, right? I want to get you off my back. But it helps them kind of understand the value of money and that you can't get everything that you want.
So you apply that as well to your kids, both
Yeah,
of
we
you.
try. We try.
We try.
Yeah.
But it's the Lola, sorry Mo, but it's the Lola, I think, who
She
spoils,
spoils them.
the
Like,
kids,
we
right?
try to not give them a lot of things, and they come home and they're like, "We just got all of this." I'm like, "Mom, everything all the restraint we've been trying, and you give everything." But it's
I think
also-
that's her role.
Yeah, that is her.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Lolas and Lolas in general, they are the spoilers of the
Exactly.
family,
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
they like it or not, right? They're
Yeah.
always giving. But how is it like for both of y'all stepping into motherhood, the dynamic between both of you? Did you guys get closer, maybe, that you guys are both mothers now?
I think so.
When she became a mom, I like fell in love with her kids. Like I feel like I became
was
their
the mom.
Yeah, I was there every single day, and I think I learned a lot watching her be a mom. I'm very different in a way. I'm not as, how do you say? She's more like, I want you to eat healthy. All these things. She's very, very
Rigorous?
Rigorous about her what
There-
she gives her kids.
Yeah, there are certain things that I don't compromise with. And one of them is food.
Yeah.
So I always
I'm a lot
want them
less
to
strict.
eat very healthy. So they always have to have fruit in every single meal. They have to eat at the right time. I don't like giving like colored drinks
yeah.
and a lot of sugar. And so I'm very strict when it comes to those things.
What's a typical meal like for your kids?
Okay, so breakfast is the most important for us. We wake up really early and we always have baked kamote, avocado toast, and then we'll have a small bowl of either yogurt with granola and fruit, and then a lot of water.
They do love cheese. Don't pretend.
Oh, and cheese, yeah. So cheese is okay in the morning. It's actually quite
yeah.
healthy.
When I sleep over, it's like 7 a.m. and it smells like raclette.
Oh my
Because my husband's French,
amazing.
so he likes to have cheese in the morning.
I'm
Kudos
inviting
to you.
myself over.
Kudos
I
to
need
you.
to eat that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
right?
I'm so
I want to
hungry.
say that's really admirable because it's so hard
It's
to
so hard.
start with the kids because they all want bacon. And what
Yeah.
we grew up with, we want hot dogs.
Yeah.
That's what our moms
Red
and
hot
dads
dog.
fed us, right?
Yeah.
And it's such a change and how to apply it in the new generation,
Yeah.
how to eat healthy and how to have a healthy lifestyle as well, diba? It's so
Yeah, it's
hard.
definitely an everyday kind of struggle to get them to eat that. But I think once they're used to it, then they look for it.
No, but what if everybody around you is an enabler? Like in
Oh my
my
gosh, yeah.
household,
Yeah.
the dad is an enabler. I
enabler.
wanted my kids to have a healthy breakfast.
Yeah.
Like all vegetables, or not man all, but vegetables, fruits, and
Yeah.
everything. Diba? How do you balance that?
Clear out the ref.
Yeah, so I'm so strict. Like we don't have any soft drinks in our house.
Yeah.
And I think Adrian, I've really talked to him on what are my non-negotiables in terms of like raising the kids, right?
Yeah.
And so food is something that I'm in charge of because it's something that I prioritize. Whereas him, it's like school, doing the homework, and I'm more like, you don't need to do your homework, just run around and play. Yeah.
So I feel like, Belle, you're the stricter one, right? And Ava, you're the more
Free,
chill
yeah.
mom.
Yeah. I'm like,
I think so.
yeah, I'm okay with giving. I mean, I don't give. My husband is very healthy, so he's the one who's kind of like no sugar. I mean, I'm like, do you want ice candy today? Yeah. Like,
So
I'm fine
whose
with that.
kids want to sleep over in whose house?
Well,
I mean,
our
your
kids always want to sleep over in her house because it's so much fun.
because it's so chill.
Yeah, it's so chill and they can just run around, make so much noise and watch TV.
But did you ever sneak in, like when the kids ask for a juice or like colored drinks,
For sure.
And then, what was your reaction, Belle?
I'm always like, are you coming over? Because I know if she's there, then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Fresh juice is
fresh juice.
Fresh
She'll be
juice is okay.
Yeah, which is good. I
Yeah.
mean, I prefer that too. It's not like I'm unhealthy.
Right, and I think in Hong Kong, because Belle, you live in Hong Kong.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
guys have better produce there. So let's talk about how you live both in Hong Kong and in Manila and how you juggle that life back and
Yeah,
forth.
so when I'm here, people are like, don't you live in Hong Kong? So I do, my kids study there, and I am based there in sense that my husband works there, but I work here, and I work every month. So I actually fly to the Philippines a minimum of once a month.
Oh wow, that's so exhausting.
Last September, I was here. Yeah,
I don't miss her.
We- we- yeah, and I have friends who are like, "Wow, I see you more now that you live in Hong Kong."
Yeah.
And I fly, like last September, I was here 3 times in that month because sometimes I come for events or shooting for videos and things like that. So Hong Kong is very expensive, and so you need to be really, really on top of the expenses. And also, I like working anyways. It keeps me busy and it keeps me on my toes. But when I'm in Hong Kong, I'm full mom mode.
Yeah, which is nice.
It's nice.
It's hard to separate that when you're here in Manila.
Yeah. When I'm here, I'm busy.
Okay, so let's talk about you as sisters and also
Sure.
as
Podcasters.
behind this
Yeah.
podcast that's
Yeah.
taking, the Philippines by storm, because I just binged it and I'm really enjoying it because you talk about all these
Everything and
things.
anything.
Yes,
That's why I
and
love
it's
it.
very open. It's a very safe space, and you also read fan mails, and I love how you're connected to your fans. So, how did that shape you as sisters and who you are today?
Actually, whose idea was the podcast?
It was
Yeah.
hers. It was hers actually.
Okay.
She was gonna do it alone, and then she was like, "Why don't you just come on the podcast with me?" And it's not something I'd naturally do. I'm normally like behind the camera, and I was a bit nervous, but it was easier knowing I was gonna be with my sister. She's like, "Don't worry, I got you. If you have nothing to say, I'll take over," which she does. Like when I'm like going off tangent, and she'll just come in and kind of save me. But it was her idea, and then I just came on.
Yeah, when we started the podcast, it was a very new medium in the Philippines. Like
Yeah.
people didn't really understand what it was yet because it's mostly audio, right? And people were so into YouTube or let's say TikTok, and so they didn't understand like the medium of an audio, kind of like a radio, but you can select which episode you want and things like that. And then when we started, people would kind of be like, "What is that?" But now we have a very strong community of engaged listeners who are constantly writing to us what they want to hear on the podcast.
Especially when we launched the video.
Yeah.
I think it helped.
Yeah,
It
and
helped
now
a
people
lot.
can see you. Aside
Yes,
from
yeah.
just hearing
So
you.
when we launched that in 2022,
22.
we wanted to create a safe space to talk about sex and sexual health and all the questions that we wanted to ask growing up, but we didn't know who to ask.
Yeah, and it's very taboo here in the Philippines.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you've heard it, it's more conversation. Anything goes, and you're really like listening into a friend's conversation. So sometimes people will come to us and they're like, "Oh my God, I feel like we're friends because I listen to the podcast."
Yeah,
And that's
so
the vibe that we
sweet,
want to give.
like I
diba?
said, you're very relatable.
Hindi yung we're pushing this and we're preaching something.
I also don't want to try to sound smart.
Yeah, we're
I'm
just
literally
okay.
just
What
grinning.
is this exact? We ask a lot of questions that we ourselves don't know, and we're being educated together.
So, reading fan emails, what was your most favorite among them, and what was the thing that touched you most?
We have a lot of freaky stories.
Yeah.
And
I enjoy those.
Yes, and we have a lot of people who open up and share their deepest secrets with us, and we appreciate that they feel that we are the ones they look for advice.
Yeah.
So it's very touching when that happens. What are the most memorable ones?
I think a lot have to do with cheating. I feel like that's a very common topic that people ask us about.
Yeah.
especially in our culture.
Especially in our culture.
All
we're
the
surprised.
teleseries are always love triangles,
Right.
diba? So it's kind of like accepted, but then people also still need to know how to deal with it.
Exactly. And another one would be like people who have been in a relationship and there's no urge to have sex. Really, right?
How to
keep
increase
things
your
alive.
intimate life. One of the most memorable episodes is our first few episodes with I always say this, Amina Swanupel, where she talked about consent.
Oh, yeah,
And
that
me and
was a
Ava
really
were
good-
like, what's consent?
Yeah.
She's like,
We never talked about
consent is when you ask a person, can I hold your hand? Can I kiss you? Is it all right if we, go to the bedroom? And she explains in that episode that consent is freely given and easily taken back. So we always tell people, like, if you're a teen and you're about to engage in intercourse, and you've said, okay, I'm ready, and then you get to the hotel or motel room and you're not ready.
Yeah.
Consent is saying, hindi pala ako ready. I don't
take it
want to
back.
do this. Because 90% of females who lost their virginity, and you ask them, they said, kasi nandun na kami, I couldn't take it back. Like, hindi ko na alam. So, educating like that, even Amina told us, like, now that we have sons, you have to teach them, is it okay if I hold your hand? Can I kiss
And
you?
remember, she was saying, like, you need to look for an enthusiastic yes. Remember?
Not a lackluster
Not-
no.
yeah.
Diba?
Oh, wow.
Hindi yung pinipilit ka.
Right.
Parang,
So that, I mean, we consider ourselves educated, we are quite worldly, but we didn't learn about consent.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
And
it's
I-
surprising not many people know.
Not
And it's
many
not
people
really
know.
taught in schools, right?
But
Okay.
even in a marriage, apparently, like, even in a marriage, you can opt not to.
can also say no.
Yeah, you can say no.
And
I didn't know that.
just some examples of just to talk about that in being in the industry. If a guy slaps your ass, you're like, parang tayong mga girls were the ones who are like shocked pa or nahihiya.
Right.
Yeah, nahihiya.
When that is not consensual.
Right.
So I think our bigger purpose is really to educate people, and we want to do it in a fun way
Yeah.
that is easily to be digested or snackable by people, and they enjoy doing it. But
And I
we do
think you
have
guys
heavy
are doing
topics.
just that. We
you.
love listening. We're fans. Because like
Thank
you
you,
said,
guys.
it's very conversational, so we feel like we're close friends.
Yeah.
Feeling best friends with that, right?
It's very admirable what you do, and we're learning a lot. And up next, we will dig deeper into what drives Belle and Ava Daza, their goals, their growth, and how they're turning their shared passions into purpose. So stay with us here on The Daily Dish.
My daily dish. My daily dish. My daily dish.
From content creation to conversations that matter, these sisters are doing it all.
Now, Belle and Ava Daza talk about the heart behind their podcast and what's next in their ever-evolving journey. So I want to talk about, before we talk about your podcast, I want to talk about authenticity. Because that's really, it's a hard word, right? Like earlier we talked about consent. Now I want to talk about being authentic, because that's what you guys both show in your podcast and in your content. How would you give advice to the women, especially watching us, how to stay authentic, especially when it comes to content?
For me, it's easy because I'm doing it with my sister. Like, she kind of calls me out if I'm doing anything weird or anything like that. But I think I just, how would you?
You're just yourself.
I'm myself. I think that's how
You
I
don't
answer
change
that.
just because somebody
I don't
tells you
change
to.
because there's I know people are gonna listen to it. I mean, sometimes I'll screen some of my thoughts, but I try to be as authentic as if I'm talking to my friend. Or, I mean, I am talking to my sister, so how I talk to her in real life.
Right.
I think authenticity is a very big, loose buzzword that we all use. Even with different people, they're like, be authentic, you're authentic. But what does it really mean to be authentic? And when we are faced with social media and we see all of these other influencers who are living these rich and amazing lives, but deep down, that they're having a hard time maybe paying their rent and things like that. We get drowned into wanting to be something else rather than who we are. So we're very fortunate because we've had a strong figure in our lives, which is our mom, who always kept us, like you said, grounded. And she always said, when your own name is enough. You don't need branded things to be noticed. It's just who you are as a character. And I used to say, like, my own name isn't enough. Like, I need Chanel and all these things as a joke, right? But because that was ingrained to us as children, we really realized that that's how we are best appreciated in our relationships as sisters, in maybe like our marriage, and also when you show the public your true self. Because when you're trying so hard not to be yourself, you get lost.
Right.
What am I trying to say?
It's
like
hard,
when you don't have a mission, like for example, my mission is to inspire people to be the best version of themselves. So when I put out content, it has to add value to people's lives. It has to want them to be the best version of themselves. I'm not trying to get my audience to want to be me.
Yeah.
Because, and when people reply to me, I always say, you do you, because there's only one you. Which is a very counterintuitive approach, because when you see social media, what influencers are trying to do now is make ingit or try to show them that this is my life.
Exactly.
Like, I'm in the Maldives, I have all these beautiful, expensive things.
Yeah.
Want to be me. But I really try hard not to make people feel that way.
And I love that.
approach.
That's not you, right? And
Yeah.
also, like I said, I've been binging, and there's no holds barred in your podcast. You talk
Thank
about
you.
topics that may be sensitive or difficult,
Yes,
like
yeah.
surrogacy,
Yeah.
swingers,
Yes.
and even this OnlyFans.
Yeah, May smiles.
Yes, her story has touched me so much.
Yes.
And so, what was your favorite or eye-opening about all those people you've guested?
I mean, like, well, recently we guested Emma Netienza, and she was quite close to me and her family, and it was just so heartbreaking to hear the news about her. But I'm so fortunate, we're so fortunate that we got a chance to talk to her, and she was able to explain what she went through, so that people can also stop judging from the outside and say all these things, right? It's easy to judge from the outside, but when you really have a deep conversation, and she opened up and she was very vulnerable on the podcast of the things that she went through, we feel very fortunate that it was in that space she was able to open up and tell us all these things. So I think right now Eman is on our mind, and of course we're praying for her family. And we had a lot of fun. When we rewatched that episode, we were laughing a lot. She's such a beautiful soul, and
She's so wise.
she's so wise. And it's just, she was just gone too soon.
No, now that you've mentioned her, let's go back to like hearing that piece of news. It was so shocking and also very difficult to digest, because she's such a very young, vivacious girl, and and it's so hard to just take it. And I think we're all just still
In shock.
dealing
In shock.
with that kind of news, no? So, but let's talk about online bullying and being bashed. Like, have you ever had that experience?
We were just talking about
We've been canceled a lot, my family and I. We're like, when any of our friends get canceled, we're like, come here. We're the ones who get canceled a lot. So they always ask us for advice, diba?
Yeah.
Especially now with Reddit threads, it's like all the hate is there. And I think, well, first of all, humility is learned the very hardest way, right? Sometimes when you feel you're in the top and then you're being humbled, it's like, sakit.
Painful.
But I think one thing that George told me, my cousin Georgina, she says, you can't get all this love without some hate. And that really stuck to me, because it's true. Like, you can't get all this fan love without some people hating you.
Right.
And that's just how it is.
We always joke, Ferdi and I, we always say haters are our motivators. Because there's always going to be hate. Not everybody's not your cup of tea, right?
Exactly.
So it just depends.
Exactly. Where they're going to talk about, like, how you look or what you said or these things. And that's okay. I've come to terms with it.
Yeah,
Do you guys
good at handling
typically read comments? So, like, if there's hate comments and positive comments, do you guys just read and then just like keb slang?
We do sometimes. I recently told her, and she was like, "Should I reply?" I'm like, "Don't."
Yeah.
Jokingly.
Sometimes it's nice to reply.
Yeah.
But sometimes we just let it be.
Yeah, just take the higher road and just let it be. Because I feel like a lot right now of the hate comments are just trolls.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense. Some of them like, huh? I don't get it.
And you really just can't please everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not possible.
Exactly.
I'm just happy they're commenting. It's adding to engagement.
At least,
right?
at least they're
right?
watching.
Yeah.
Whether they like us or not, they're still
true.
watching.
Okay, so going back to your podcast, when you finish an episode, what is the feeling that you want your fans to take away from it?
When we finish doing an episode, we want our fans to leave with a smile. Like, after they listen to it, they're just smiling, and they're excited for the next one. And sometimes
talk about it in the in their dinner table.
Yeah.
Like, we always talk about how we like people to talk about what we talk about on the podcast with their friends over dinner.
Yeah,
Right? That was
and then we do get a lot of feedback. Like, sometimes if we don't get to film, they're like, "Why don't you have an episode today?" Like, they're very demanding.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Sorry guys, we're tired also."
it's also tiring.
It
to
is
record
very
the
So right now it's once a week.
It's once a
Right?
week.
Once a week.
But apart from your podcast, you guys also have a really fun adult store. I don't know what to
Yes.
call it on
Yes.
TV without saying it as it is.
Sexual wellness.
There we go.
Sexual health and wellness.
Yeah, so how did you guys
company.
come up with that? Did you guys find gaps here in the Philippines? Is that why y'all wanted to start Jelly Time?
Yeah. Actually, back in 2020, my sister and I were talking, and I was telling her about the lubricant. And I know I did an interview with Ferdi, and I was telling him that when I was chatting with my sister, I was telling her all about lubricants, and she didn't want to. She was like, I don't get it. I don't need that. And then I told her, just try it. And she liked it in the end, but she was like, there's nothing healthy and clean in the market.
Clean, yeah. Right.
And that's where we found the gap. We were like, we have to create something that's clean. You're putting it in your body. You want to make sure you're not just putting random things.
So
That's how we created the formula of Jelly Time. It took us around, I think, 18 months
18
because there's
months.
also FDA approval.
Right.
But we wanted something specifically for women. Because if you see what's on the market, it's all kind of like a male gaze, right? And why should that be? So Jelly Time really enhances our pleasure as women. And we also wanted to break the stigma that
It's shameful.
It's shameful.
Yeah.
So why should the man be the only one purchasing a lubricant when women can have it on the kit? And you know what? That's funny. When I give my friends Jelly Time, everyone's like, "Oh, what's that?" Like, "Oh, we don't need that." Okay, and I know exactly who uses Jelly Time because from my friends, when they come back to me next, they're like, "Oh my God, I love the brand. I can't. We only use it now. We can't go back to not using it." And so my friends who haven't used it, I always tell them, "I know you haven't used it yet because you haven't told me how much you like it."
You haven't come back to me.
It's just like
The
they're
way
like shocked.
you
yeah.
describe it sounds like a game changer.
It is.
I
we
told
say
you
it's
to buy
life
it,
changing.
remember?
Oh my God.
It's life changing.
No,
Yeah,
I was like, Mai, you better try that.
she sent me the link. She sent me the
Let me
link.
tell you a
Yeah.
statistic. 30% of women who have intercourse with men experience pain, but they
Don't do
never verbalize it.
Yeah.
So they just endure it.
Yeah.
So that's a little secret that women just keep.
Yeah.
And it could be because of dryness. It could be because, the stage in your life where you're not producing enough hormones and stuff. So that's also why we created Jelly Time. We want to be there for every journey of the woman.
Or also, if you've been married for a long time and you're just not in the mood sometimes,
Yeah.
and then your husband wants you, to still be there. For
It's just a
anyone.
nice help. It's a sidekick. So we'll definitely get you one.
Yeah, okay, that's your gift to me.
And then we're gonna know when you've taken it, when you use it or not.
Has there ever been a time that, one product was sold out?
Yeah. Actually, just this year, our lubricant
Well, no,
sold
the
out.
bubble when it came out.
Oh, our first toy, when we released our first toy, it sold out within like 2 weeks. So that was supposed to be for like 3 to 4 months, and it sold out within 2 weeks. So we were like, okay, people really...
There's a market.
Yeah, there's a market for it. And then our lubricant just this year sold out in February, I guess, Love Month.
That
Love
is
month,
amazing.
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. So who knew there is a demand?
Well,
here.
it also took some time for people to know about what lubricants are. Like, not everyone knew it in the beginning. So
Yeah.
it's been 3 years, but now we're seeing the growth really, really...
I think, just to add to what Ava said, it's not like we're selling, let's say, a hair care product or, like sunscreen. People don't know what a lubricant is. I have friends who were married and they are like, we don't need that. I've never tried it. So a big part of our mission is educating, right? Because we don't necessarily have a very developed sexual education here in the Philippines. We do, but it's almost nothing.
Right.
And that's why the podcast and Jelly Time go well together
Yeah.
because we have a very strong mission in wanting to empower the women of taking that kind of power back
Into their own hands.
Into their own hands.
If
and-
you see a lot of our products, actually, we designed it in such a way that you're not embarrassed or like intimidated to buy it because they kind of look like skincare or like
It's
just
very
natural.
minimalistic.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
very
yeah.
cute.
And it's all pink, pastel, right?
yeah.
All right, you are doing great work,
Thank you
but
so
we have
much.
to
Thanks,
take
guys.
a quick break. Don't go away, guys. It's going to get more exciting. The Daily Dish. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. It's getting steamy here. We got Belle and Ava Daza, but before we let you go, we've got something fun lined up. Our favorite,
The rapid fire.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's just whatever pops into your head quick. So
Fast answers, no overthinking. I'm gonna go first.
first.
Who is more likely to be late to brunch?
Me.
Sure.
How come I expected that?
Morning coffee or afternoon tea? Belle, we'll start with you then, Ava.
I am actually not taking coffee at the moment. I am drinking AG1. Just like a
I gotta try
clean vegetable drink that tastes
Morning coffee
awful.
for sure.
Same.
Yeah.
The emoji you use way too often.
The laughing emoji for me.
The exploded head emoji.
She can't believe it.
She's always shocked.
Mind blown.
Mind blown.
Okay, if you could raid one another's closet, what would you grab first? Ava, we'll start with you here.
I want to know what you'll grab from mine. I get everything from her closet. I probably a blazer. Yeah, she has
Okay.
a lot of those.
Probably t-shirts, white t-shirts.
Oh, white
For my
t-shirt
pangtulog.
gang.
Who's the more emotional one? This I want to know.
I mean, emotional, like she gets mad, her,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I am emotional.
So you're the
I'm
one
not afraid to
with
say
a
it.
temper, Belle.
No, I mean like both. I'm a bit crazy. No, I can also cry and emotional, but you
Yeah,
also.
Yeah, I'm
We're
also
both
quite
emotional.
emotional. Yeah.
I feel like all girls are, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Depends
Who
on the
is-
month.
Right?
Time of the
Depends on
month.
the day of the month, all that.
It's consistent, we are.
Dream guest for your podcast.
Ooh.
Apart from us, because we're gonna
It's
do
you
like
guys.
Dream
fun
guest. We really have been wanting Elena Darna because a lot of our fans
Yes.
want to get her. Who else?
A lot. We have a whole list. I also wanted that divorce lawyer.
Divorce lawyer.
We message a
Ferdi
lot. Ferdi is one of
He's
them.
like,
of course.
please, like I pray every night, please let him say yes.
I hope they say yes. I
He's gonna
hope.
bear it all.
All right, so a mantra or quote you live by. Ava first.
Stay positive for me.
Ano yan? Parang live, love, laugh.
So is that another one? I don't know. I
No.
get pressured. I can't think
Okay,
of one.
mine would be you are what you prioritize.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's true.
I actually really like what your mom said.
What did she say?
I want to quote
She's a lot.
that about your name is enough.
Oh, yeah, that's
I love
When
that.
your own
When your own
initials
name
are
and
enough.
Yes, I love
I'm
that
like, I
quote.
need D and G. That's what I need.
Kulang pa.
CNC, D&G, all of that. Okay, what's one thing that instantly puts you all in a good mood?
Seeing my kids.
Food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yes to
bad.
all. Yes to both. Okay, favorite self-care treat: massage, skincare, or alone
Let's
time?
say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Massage.
Yes,
For
we all
sure.
love a massage.
It's just the
We
best.
need
And it's
one.
really good for our longevity.
Yeah.
Don't try to justify, okay?
No, it's true.
Okay, who's better at storytelling?
She is. She's really good.
Okay.
She's the best.
Your go-to karaoke song.
There's a lot.
Torn.
She tries to say, yeah, she
Oh,
does
that's a
torn.
good one.
I am
Torn's one.
Yeah.
Stay.
Or Stay,
Another
Lisa
one.
Loeb.
Yeah.
Oh, I sang that one.
Okay, if you are doing what you guys are doing now, what would your alternate dream career be?
Oh, that's a good question.
You would be a teacher?
I think I would be, probably a teacher, or I kind of like the marketing side of things in terms of like when we talk to brands,
Yeah.
content creation,
For me, I think anything to do with travel, maybe.
travel
Food,
agent.
traveler
She's
food.
really good with logistics.
Yeah. This is because
I
she
need
always
that.
makes me utos to do everything. That's why I'm like, I'm equipped.
Younger sister, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. One word that perfectly sums up your relationship as sisters.
Chaotic.
Chaotic. That's so weird though.
Yeah,
It's the
we
same-
fight,
Yeah, yeah.
but we're also able to be very direct with each other.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, I hate it when you do this. And she'll be like, you know what, you're so maarte.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chaotic.
but at least you guys are open.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
key,
Open.
right?
Actually,
For
open's
sure.
a good
Yeah.
Open
word.
and chaotic.
There we go.
Open chaotic.
All right, what is one daily dish that you guys love and could serve every day?
Steak.
Ooh.
Wait, food? You're talking about
Food,
food?
yeah.
Steak every day?
I could. Or sushi.
Okay, wait. I
She's
love.
pressured because there's so many good
No,
things.
there's a lot.
good
No, I
salad.
love a good sourdough
Okay, yeah.
in the morning.
Oh, you're a bread person.
Yeah. She
is.
Ah, same.
So-
Sourdough is
I
so
love
good.
bread. Yes. Okay. Final rapid fire question. The Bilyonaryo dream question.
And
If
you'll
you
have
had-
to do it like you're honest.
Yeah,
Okay.
the honest
Yeah,
answer.
the
If you had
honest
$1
answer.
billion pesos right now, what would you do with it?
Oh my god, I've got
I'm gonna go missing. You guys are not gonna see me. I'm just gonna rent an island and, social climb with like Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos and stuff like that.
I love that answer.
Yeah, that's
good. That's a good
honest.
answer.
What about you, Ava?
I would travel the world. So lame, but it's really what
Travel
I'd love
and
to
eat,
do.
literally.
Travel and
That's
eat.
the
Of course,
dream.
I donate too. Okay, so I'm not guilty doing that.
Oh,
right.
We
I
had so
love
much
this
fun.
interview.
Thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to be on your show next.
Yes.
You're gonna
You have to reveal some stuff.
Yeah, you have to reveal things.
I'm ready.
you.
She's ready. She's like,
I am ready. I'm so down for it.
We're like, let's go. Let's do it today.
And we will be cheering you on.
Thank you.
And good
you,
luck
guys.
to you both. More power.
Thank you guys. Thanks for
All right, guys, we have more stories coming up. The Daily Dish will be right back.